Okay, class. We are starting the topic. Name of this topic is percentage. As you know, percentage is basis of all the questions that are asked in various competition examinations. So we will be starting with percentage. First one is like if x is what percentage of y. So this is the basic formula x upon y into 100. Now this formula, this question can be asked in different ways. Suppose they are asking 50 rupees is what percentage of 200 rupees. So it will become 50 upon 200 multiply 100. That comes out to be 25%. Okay. Suppose you have been given productions in various years like 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. And if they ask you, what is the production, what percentage, like they are asking production in 2000 is what percentage of production in 2003. You can compare this question with this formula. Like if instead of production in 2000, I write X. X is what percentage of Y. So X is production in 2000, that is 4000. And what is Y? Production in 2003, 10,000. That comes out to be 4000 divided by 10,000 into 100. Okay? So we are using the same formula. X is what percentage of Y. The only method of asking is different. Now let's come to another one. Like they have given you two formulas in the top. Two formulas in the top. R upon 100 plus R into 100, R upon 100 minus R into 100. See, if you look carefully, this formula has only one single variable. Whenever in the question you have been given 1% change, it could be more or it could be less, it could be increasing or it could be decreasing. So you have one hint that we are going to use this single variable formula. Like if they are saying, if A's income is 20% more than that of B, then how much percent is B's income less than that of A? So our formula will be, if it is more than, so now the important question is which formula to use, either formula number 1 or formula number 2 in this question. So it depends on, like if it is more is coming in the first question, I'm going to use this formula, 20 upon 120 into 100. Okay. If in the same formula, if it is like this, if A's income is 20% less than that of B, then how much percentage B's income more than that of B? If it is coming less than in the first question, in the first line of the question, then you're getting one hint. We have to use this formula. It will be 20 upon 100 minus 20, 20 upon 80 into 100. Okay, so it comes out to be 16%. Okay, so you can see that using this formula, we can use this. In the same way, suppose there is one more example, like if the price of a commodity is increased by 20%, find by how much percent must a housewife reduce her consumption so as not to increase the expenditure. So if you look carefully, you still can use that formula number 1. Price of a commodity is increasing by 20%. So you can use the same formula, this formula, and you can take R as 20%. R is 20 upon 100 plus 20, 120 into 100. So we are using the same formula, this one, R upon 100 plus R. When R is 20, 20 upon 120 into 100. In the same way, this formula can also be used in mensuration sums like area volume. Good thing about this formula is this formula can be used in your area volume sums also, percentage, profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, and various other topics. Like the length of a rectangle is increased by 20%. So by what percentage width has to be decreased so the area is same? See, if you try to solve this sum by normal method, that will be quite lengthy. First of all, you will be finding new area, old area, then you will take the difference new area minus old area into 100. That will take long time. So you can use this formula directly, the second formula. This one, it is increasing now, you can use this formula. R 100 plus R. Okay. R is 20, 20 upon 120 into 100. In the same way, we have another formula. Now, good thing about this formula is this formula has two variables, x and y. So whenever in the question you are getting two percentage changes, see what I'm saying, two percentage changes. Now these two percentage changes, this can be both increasing or both decreasing, or one increasing, other decreasing, or first one decreasing, another one increasing. So we have to use this formula. X and Y here are two variables. Like they are asking, if the price of a petrol increases successively by 20% and then by 10%, then what is the net change in percentage terms? So here X is the first one, 10, Y is the second one, 20. 10 plus 20 plus 10 multiplied 20 by 100. You solve it, you are getting 32%. See, if you are getting answer 32%, it means answer is positive. It means answer will be increase. If you're getting answer negative, it means it is decrease. So if we come to example number 8, the length of a rectangle is increased by 20% and breadth is decreased by 10%. So length is increasing and breadth is decreasing. So as I told you before, if it is increasing, you have to use plus sign. If it is decreasing, you have to use minus sign. We can solve this question by this method instead of using the normal method of using finding old area, then finding new area, and then find difference of old area, new area minus old area divided by old area into 100. That will take long time. We can still use this formula. Just if it is increasing, take x as positive. If it is decreasing, take x as minus 10 plus 20 into minus 10 by 100. You solve it, you're getting 8%. So if you're getting answer 8% positive, so it is increase. Okay. So the next is the radius of the circle has increased by 20%. By what percentage does the circumference increase? See, what is the formula of circumference? 2 into pi into r. Okay. Formula is 2 into pi into r. So first question, first part, you can solve it easily. Of course, the answer will be 20%. But now if they ask you, by what percentage does the area increases? The area equal to 3.14 multiply r multiply r. Okay. So here we are having, although we are having one variable r, but that is coming two times. So we can still use this formula. Let us take first r as x and second r as y. Both are same. Put x as y 20, y as 20. Put it, and we are getting answer 44%. Okay. Getting answer 44%. Okay. Now we are coming to see if the question is same. The radius of volume has increased by 20%. By what percentage does the volume increases? See, if you know the formula, volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. R is coming 3 times. So what I will do, I will use this formula 2 times. See, once I will use it here, I'm getting answer 44%. So I will use this formula again. Now I will put x as 44 and y as 20 and then find the answer. Okay. Now let us come to the next one. Suppose the question is, the price of a Maruti car rises by 30% while the sales of the car goes down by 20%. Then what is the percentage change in the total revenue? What is the percentage change in the total revenue? So in this question also we can use the same formula, x plus y plus xy by 20. Only difference being x is 30 and y is minus 20. Okay. Okay. In the same way, like this question number 11, it can be done in the same way. Now one more concept I would like to discuss with you. Like suppose if x is a number is equal to 500. If you have to find a number which is 20% more than x, so what you can do, you can directly find 120% of 500. Instead of first finding 20% and then finding it, what you can do, you can simply find 120% of 500. You will get the answer. In the same way, if they ask you find a number which is 20% less than x, so what you can do, you can simply find 80%. Why 80%? Because percentage is always considered in 100. 100 minus 20 is 80. So you directly find 80% of 500, that will come up to 400. Okay. So this is one of the most important concepts, and most of the data interpretation questions, in graphical questions, statistics question, like pie chart, bar graph, table question, we use this funda of like to find, if we are supposed to find anything more than or less, then we can use this formula. Okay. Now I'm coming across one important formula. This one is the formula that you use in your daily life. Amount equal to quantity multiplied rate. Suppose, like if you go to market and you buy 10 pen for, and cost of one pen is 20 rupees. So how much you give to shopkeeper? You give 10 into 20, 200. What you have done, you have actually multiplied quantity by the rate. So this same formula can be used in solving these particular question. Now this example number 14 is one of the most important question, and there are two versions of this question. And this question even has been even asked in your CAT exam also, many competition classes. In many competition exams, this question has been asked. Like if I ask you, a reduction of 23% in the price of the wheat enables a man to buy 11.5 kg more for rupees 100. What is the reduced price per kg and the original price per kg? Okay. See, I will tell you two methods of doing this sum. One is like if I do by this formula. So see, first of all, try to understand the question. Okay, first of all, it's very important to understand the question. Now, what they are saying, suppose you are having 100 rupees in your pocket and you go to market and you want to buy wheat, but you don't know the price of wheat. He is giving you some hint in the question, like if you reduce price by 23%, you will be getting 11.5 kg more. Okay, first of all, let us try to solve this question by this method. Amount is 100. Let quantity be Q and let rate be R. Second case, okay, like initial quantity be Q and rate be R. So first formula will become 100 equal to Q into R. Now second case, now if the price has been reduced by 23%, so 100 minus 23 is 77. So make one correction, it is 77% here, not 77.5. And quantity is getting 11.5 kg more. So I will put Q plus 11.5. I will put Q plus 11.5. So from 1 and 2 equation, left hand side is same. I can compare right hand side and I can get the answer. Okay. Just make one change here, it is 77, not 5, 77.5. Now we can solve this question by this method also. See, if you look carefully into the question, what they are saying, a man buys 11.5 kg more for rupees 23. So he will be buying 1 kg for 2 rupees. But this 2 is not the original rate. This is 77% of the original rate. Why? Because 100 minus 23 is 77. So 2 will be equal to 77 upon R into 100. You solve it, you will get R. Okay. Now we are coming across one another formula. This formula is concerned with successive discount. Like whenever we go to market, there is some sale. So in this sale, we can use this formula, x plus y minus x into y upon 100. The only difference between the formula that we did before is the plus sign here. In the previous formulas, it was plus sign here, but it is minus here. Let us say, suppose there are two successive discount of 8% and 12%. So these are equivalent to what discount? You can simply put 8 here and 12 here. 8 plus 12, 20 minus 8 into 12 by 100, you will get the answer. In the same way, if they ask you three successive discount of 8%, 12%, and 20%, what you can do, you can use this formula 2 times. First of all, find answer to 8 and 12, and whatever answer you are getting, let us say, suppose you are getting answer 20.96. Then you will put x as 20.96 and second variable as y and find the answer. Okay. So using this formula, you can easily find the successive discount. Okay.